everybody. Welcome to the Empowering Industry Podcast. I'm your host, Charlie Matthews. I absolutely love that I am in the office this week on the mic because I get to meet so many people in industry that I just want to share them with y'all. So that's what we're doing today. I actually met Robert at SMRP or Reliable Plant. It was Reliable Plant. Both of those kind of coexist in my world. So Reliable Plant. And just being able to kind of introduce y'all to him in that world. Uh, it's special to me because of the entrepreneur spirit and kind of that business side of things that I think you bring to the table. So, Robert, I'm gonna let you jump in and introduce yourself, and then we'll continue this. So, go for it.
Yeah, Charlie. Happy to be here. Excited to be on the Empowering Industry podcast here, and Andy Cichy to support on my team. And hey, I'm Robert Federer. I lead digital transformation for a world-class manufacturer called Regal Rexnord, working on world-class digital customer experiences for a global industrial powertrain and motion control manufacturer. We've got about 30,000 associates around the world, over 150 manufacturing sites around the world. And, we really like to talk about our business purpose as a company, which is we create a better tomorrow with sustainable solutions that power, transmit, and control motion. And we do that through creating really end-to-end systems and solutions, leveraging a leading portfolio with a lot of breadth across motors, couplings, gearboxes, brakes, clutches, other automation equipment. So we're very strong manufacturing operators. We have environmental and sustainability goals to be carbon neutral, for by 2032. And I lead our intelligent solutions, IoT, and reliability services, which also has a digital solutions aspect that is really helping drive digital go-to-market capabilities for the company.
But you didn't start though in this world, right? So I want, like, how did you get into industry? I know we talked a little bit about it on the show floor there that really, I found intriguing. So how did you get into this space?
Yeah, I started off, out of undergrad in the entrepreneurial route. So I actually started raising angel capital and started a hydraulic boat lift manufacturing business in Florida. So I retired at 18 when I went to college in Florida and decided, let me stick around in the marine industry for 10 years. But then wanted some larger scope and scale and moved into an national industrial distributor managing HVAC as a corporate merchandiser, and really got into MRO and maintenance and reliability folks through that business and in interaction with customers. And I came into one of Regal Rexnord's legacy businesses in 2018, leading strategic marketing and planning for a business segment that really needed digital go-to-market capabilities to grow, in our market verticals. And so it was through the business lens and the business need that I really got involved in technology as my day job to create solutions that we needed to scale our business. And, when Regal Rexnord was created in the fall of 2021, when two large manufacturers merged, Legacy Rexnord PMC and Legacy Regal Beloit, and then last year we acquired a company called Ultra Industrial Motion Corp. I've been in a digital transformation and digital solutions VPGM role since 2021, and I've been leading a lot of the integrations and scaling, the organization through a digital solutions lens since then.
Yeah, and I think that's the part, that I was really just amazed with, right? That entrepreneur spirit has to be part of what we're going through. It helps us get through it, right? The growth that's happening, the shifts that's happening. We talked offline just a minute ago about being adaptable. It's just part of it. It's part of growth in that world. And so bringing that into a very traditional world, maintenance and reliability, and shaking it up a bit digitally, I think is where the solutions and growth is happening. So I love that piece of what you're bringing to the table, Robert. Before going too far into that, let's introduce Andy. Jump on here and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into industry as well.
Yeah, thank you. And so I'm Andy Cichy, based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I work on Robert's team. If you think about it, Robert is the visionary. He sets our path for how we go forward as an organization within Regal Rexnord, within his division. My job is turning that into tangible things. So on the commercial side, how do we build value with our customers? How do we, engage the right personas within those customers and truly provide that value that we have to that. So taking the conceptual and turning it into tangible, that's my role, right? And within Robert's organization. So and that's specifically for the Perceptiv line. So how I got into this, it's I've been in sales for probably 15 years. I started in sales and I hated salespeople, to be honest. I was not a salesperson. In fact, even to this day, I have issues being sold to. In general, my wife does the shopping. I'm just there to help and whatnot. But what I found out actually getting into direct sales, and this is retail sales, when my first job, was that I actually really liked it because if you're an honest, straightforward person, you can actually provide some serious help to some people, right? And you can provide value just by being yourself. And so I actually kind of fell in love with it right away. It was almost a 360 or a 180 flip where I was very skeptical about it. And then I came into being in love with it almost immediately, just because I saw the customers that I was working with, where I'm providing them really real solutions, listening to them and providing them real solutions to help their home or help whatever it would be in my early days. So I loved that portion of it. And then really what drove me into industry was my love for technology in general. So I worked for the largest provider to senior living in America, a company called Direct Supply. And I did multiple roles for them, but my latest role was I was the national account manager for technology sales to senior living. So think about a assisted living community or a nursing home or whatever you want to label it. All the technology that goes into helping our seniors live day to day, be safe, et cetera, was what I sold. And I sold it on a very high corporate level. So working with corporate customers to change their, go to market strategy, because technology being utilized in that environment can be very profitable. It can be very profitable for that customer, and obviously ultimately provide a better experience for the senior, right? From there, I worked fortuitous. I knew a friend of mine that got into where I got into industry specifically was I worked for a company called Grundfos, the largest pump manufacturer in the world. And I knew a friend, a former colleague of mine, that had this unique role of selling technology, condition-based monitoring technology, in that space. And we talked about entrepreneurship. I mean, this is an entrepreneurial avenue in a $4 billion business. So it was my team was brand new, and we built this from the absolute ground up in regards to how do we take technology and provide our industrial end users with more value, ultimately leading to more pumps, et cetera. I did that for 5 years. I was the director of digital sales there. We had tremendous success, and fortuitously, Regal Rexnord reached out to me, and I'll get into the reasons why I'm here when we talk a little bit about our technology. But this was a no-brainer for me because Robert's vision in regards to how we're bringing Regal Rexnord's bringing our technologies to the world, and then also our robustness and our broad portfolio of how we can help our customers. We can truly be consultants here, which is excellent. I'll get in a little more detail as we move forward. But I've been with Regal Rexnord for about it's coming up on 6 months now. So and happy to be here and happy to help our customers.
I love it. And so I see so much connection there of just the digital world. A very, you think about the aging just population and what the work that you've done there. We look at the aging infrastructure that we have in actual infrastructure, physical infrastructure, tangible pieces of that. And then we also look at our people as assets and, what we're doing there as far as being able to understand that and the challenge to bring digital solutions into a very traditional space or an aging population as well. There's a lot of stuff there that I see how you're an asset in that human asset world there, Andy. Thank you for joining the team because I can see how all those pieces fit together. So I'm excited about that and excited to have you in our innovation space, which is
We are too.
our industry.
Glad Andy's here.
Yes. So okay, so let's talk a little bit about what the actual digital solutions look like that you're providing the maintenance and reliability world. I am excited about that, and I do see the connections there for bringing y'all on together. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can take that one first, Andy, and then you can chime in. I mean, I think anything B2B should prioritize productivity and ease of doing business, right? Because as my dad said, there's a reason they call it work, not play. People are there to get jobs done. And so our job is to make their jobs highly productive and as easy as possible. So, specific to digital solutions, broad term, some of our key core values that we operate with is customer success and innovation with purpose, right? Meaning we don't just do things because it's cool tech. We develop products and solutions that optimize our customers' plant level KPIs that a plant or a site leader is responsible for driving. Things like lower safety incidents, lower costs, obviously, increasing OEE, labor efficiency, quality, right? And a big differentiator for Regal Rexnord's intelligent solutions is our ability to increase really the supply chain resiliency side for our end customers. We manufacture a meaningful percentage of the critical mechanical equipment across our customers' plants and sites that directly correlate to those KPIs I talked about. Manufacturing well-known brands like Sealmaster bearings, Falk gearboxes, Omega couplings, Rexnord chain, on and on, right? And so being a digital solutions provider as well that can help our customers manage the entire product life cycle of those critical assets and proactively help them plan downtime, optimize their spares inventory, which creates free cash flow for their businesses, all with digital solutions enablement. Because of that, we're uniquely positioned to add considerable value for our customers versus our competition in the predictive maintenance or the remote condition monitoring space. And the overall results of this is our customers, for our customers, it's the maintenance and reliability teams that can be the heroes of this story for their companies. And a bonus is they are creating digital factories and connected factories that can attract talent and help supplement skills gaps that as you opened with is a real problem in the industry today with a whole generation of folks leaving the workforce. So
yeah, well said, Robert. I'll add a couple of things onto that. When I think about that question, I put myself into my maintenance manager's shoes or my corporate maintenance manager's shoes. And I think about a maintenance manager, and I've experienced it directly where, we have a meeting with a maintenance manager and it gets pushed because he has a fire that happened, not a literal fire, but like a 5-alarm fire that he needs to address. Right. And that doesn't stop. Like it's one fire and then it's another fire and then it's another fire. And then it's Saturday at 3:00 in the afternoon when I'm trying to enjoy time with my kids that I have to, go to the plant or figure something else out. Right. So it's very reactive, and it's just a lifestyle that can get really draining in a lot of ways. So as I look at what we're really trying to do is trying to give that customer that data through technology to make data-driven decisions and be proactive on their maintenance strategies and not have to put out fires all the time, right? And as you look at that, there's a few things, few key words. I mentioned data-driven decisions. It's much easier for me as a maintenance guy if I come in the morning and I look at a dashboard that tells me, hey, I have 3 machines that are in alarm right now that I need to prioritize out of my 400 machines in my building, right? I have 3 machines that I need to prioritize today, right now, right? There's 20 or so that we need to look at, and then the rest of them are fine, right? Me as a maintenance guy, I can direct my team or myself to proactively do that. It's a much easier and much more fulfilling day by having that data in front of them. So being proactive. And then the second thing is our ability. This is a Regal Rexnord / Perceptiv value point is our ability to be flexible with that customer in the solution. So we have multiple technologies that we can offer to a customer and truly be consultative and say to that customer, hey, where are you in your reliability journey today? Where do you want to be in 3 to 5 years or 6 to 18 months, right? And how can we help you get there? And we can do that with multiple technologies, giving them the data that they need and also giving them the data where they want to see it. So it's not easy, Charlie. It's not easy to do because in a lot of cases, technology is very different than our core products that Robert that mentioned. You need a gearbox to operate. You need clutches and brakes, right, to operate in certain aspects. You don't necessarily need technology. It's not a need to have, it's a nice to have, right? We try to turn it into a nice to have by explaining the differences in what I just had mentioned. But that initial budget, allocating that budget for that technology is sometimes difficult. So we have to be really consultative and really understand what our customers' needs are and what their troubles are to be able to present ourselves in a way that takes it from that nice to have to the need to have. Like, I need to have this technology because I won't have to put out fires every single day, right? So that's my thoughts, just expanding on what Robert had mentioned.
Yeah, and I think that, we have to meet people where they're at, but also I'll just say that the way that the world is moving in this digital solutions it is going to be a must-have. We're going to have to get to where we're understanding and how our equipment works and how it's talking to each other. What's the data? What is happening before it's happening, and be prepared. So let's talk a little bit about the Perceptiv. Right, I see it on the shirts. Yeah. He's branded, but let's talk about what it actually is and what it can do. I know we've talked about what it can do, but let's dive into the actual product.
Yeah. I guess I started with Regal Rexnord's business purpose, which again, we create a better tomorrow with sustainable solutions that power, transmit, and control motion. Right, we manufacture motors, manufacture gearboxes, manufacture motion control. Our Perceptiv brand really hangs underneath that, right? And our brand promise as Perceptiv is we create a more reliable tomorrow today, right? To your point, right? You need it. It's kind of getting to be table stakes. And so, we deliver on that brand promise through creating intelligent powertrains at our customers' sites, which delivers actionable insights, as Andy said, in turn results in really proper equipment calibration, repair, optimizations, and replacements proactively. And we do all that through leveraging, Regal Rexnord's over 125 years of engineering data and expertise from being the manufacturer of all those products.
That's right. And that's where the magic happens, right? Is the knowledge that you've built, the human assets that you have built to be able to interpret some of this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we just launched, where we talked this summer at Reliable Plant, our next generation Perceptiv asset optimization platform. And, it's really a platform that allows us to offer a true balance of plant approach to our customers for monitoring and managing their assets with a digital supply chain component, whereby, we have integrations with our leading channel partners in all corners of the world, really, to help them have MRO parts on site proactively with just a few clicks out of the platform. And so we, as Andy said, meet those maintenance and reliability teams wherever they are on their reliability excellence journey, whether they're route-based, preventative, predictive. We're a partner to help them with the change management to be excellent in maintenance and reliability, because that's truly the hard part of transformation. And we have expert reliability engineers to advise and prescribe on your maintenance and reliability practices. Our customers can tailor, those services, the monitoring, the insights by asset. So they get, timely, intuitive, actionable insights where teams need that information, whether that's in a cloud system, whether that's locally through, a centralized control, wired system, or any hybrid of that. And our platform is very secure, right? From a data and access standpoint, leveraging Microsoft Defender technology hosted on Microsoft Azure. So, our intelligence solutions increase plant reliability, powertrain asset management through really optimizing, those smart factory KPIs, connected supply chains, and end-to-end product lifecycle management.
Yeah, I love that. I remember now that was one of those pieces that just blew my mind there at Reliable Plant, the supply chain and all of the issues that we had, and we're constantly trying to make sure that we're ahead of now, and in the future as well. Being able to see that it's going to be huge for people. So I love that. And, I think that the more that we talk about it, it does change a little bit, right? It changes out of the nice to have to we do really need this for our people. We don't want people stressed out in the middle of the night, trying to work under kind of the fight and flight of the day. We want to plan this stuff out and make sure we're taking care of our people and our equipment. It just makes everything better, more sustainable, like y'all are saying, right? So I will leave it with you. Like, is there anything else that y'all wanted to add and kind of leave with our audience?
Yeah, I'll just piggyback of what Robert said, and I mentioned a little earlier why I'm here from a technology perspective. We obviously have a great team led by Robert, and we have a lot of talent on our team. We have a lot of products that we can offer solutions to our customers. But that is unique. Again, I've been in this space for 6 years, and in my previous life, we had kind of one thing to sell. We had wireless vibe and temp technology, and it was a great technology. I love the technology, but in a lot of cases, when we're trying to be consultative with our customer, we were putting a round peg in a square hole sometimes. We're trying to fit their needs into our technology, right? Versus truly listening to them and understanding their needs and their problems, and then tailoring a solution. So Robert mentioned that word tailoring. That's a word I use a lot because we have multiple technologies from a single source. We have wired and wireless technologies, torque technologies, speed, current, lubrication technologies, et cetera, that we can be very multifaceted to a customer and be a true reliability partner. We do that through our great channel and distribution relationships. We do that directly to our end users. But when you look at this marketplace, there's a lot of sensors out there. There's a lot of technology companies. Nobody has the breadth of Regal Rexnord, and nobody has the ability to tailor solutions similar to the Perceptiv team. So that's why I'm here, excited about the technology, because it helps me. I can bring more value than the next guy by just being able to be flexible with that customer, right? And that is something that's very encouraging.
I love that, Robert.
Charlie, I'll just end real quick because I know we're running up on time. So I just encourage any of your listeners to learn more about Regal Rexnord and Perceptiv Intelligent Reliability Solutions. Go to perceptiv.com, read, watch, contact us to have a conversation, how we can help you optimize your plant's most critical, KPIs. You mentioned it. It's data, right? And we believe we've got a data agility value prop that we can put data where customers need it. And, through our web platform, a combination of our algorithms and our, kind of high touch reliability engineers can analyze that data, provide customers recommendations, to help them out. So, we are on a digital transformation journey ourselves to create one Regal Rexnord post a lot of our transformational M&A. So we understand firsthand the challenges and the change management that, transformation takes. And really, we're extending that expertise externally, in various ways to differentiate our commercial touch points, making us easy to do business with, and being a trusted advisor that delivers solutions, not just products. And yeah, that's where I'll leave it today. And
I love it, but I can't just let y'all go like that. I have to do a little bit of rapid fire for my audience. So I'm going to ask y'all. Now, this kind of didn't prepare you for this. Do this kind of thing. But what I'm going to ask both of you. So one of you gets to be more prepared than the other one. What is your favorite book?
I'll go first. It's actually the first sales training I ever had. It's this is old school, but it's this is business related. Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That is I base my life not only in business but also in personal interactions on a lot of the philosophies that are in the book. It's a little outdated nowadays, but the core rings true. So that is my favorite book.
Absolutely, building relationships. Robert, you got one?
Yeah, it's my favorite recently. Maybe that counts. And it's called Read, Write, Own by Chris Dixon. And Chris Dixon is a technology, veteran. And he's really talking about, how things started with Web 1 and then ultimately moving to Web 2, which was more social and interactive. And now we are in the Web 3 world with blockchain and AI. And what does that mean to a lot of things that are being disrupted by, efficiency and capabilities of the new technology that's coming out right now. And so that's a personal passion of mine and a book I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I had a feeling I was gonna really love that selection from you, Robert. Okay, so next question is, what is the best advice you've ever received?
I'll take that first one, Andy, since you took the other one. The first thing that popped in my head was my dad would always say, "The sun will come out tomorrow."
Yeah.
So, hey, everybody has challenges every day, professionally, personally, and it's easy to be, down or struggle. But he used to say it in the context of our favorite college football team losing. But hey, the sun will come out tomorrow, and you can really apply that thinking as your little personal pokey yoke every day to just keep you aligned and focused on what really matters.
Yeah, that hit a little hard with the football reference being down here in Alabama. Thank you for that. Andy, do you have some advice to offer us? Best
Yeah,
advice you've ever received. Yeah.
Yeah, I have two basic premises, and they're a little cheesy. I apologize, but it's something to live your life on. So, kindness and love is infectious. So, just the more you put out, in terms of being a good person and trying to, really truly help, and then be positive, right? So Robert knows this. I'm a very positive guy in general. There's always a silver lining in things. There's always something, even in the worst fire of all time, you can find something to learn from and something to, not hopefully have that fire again in that case. And as long as you have the support like I have with my team, to Robert and his organization, nothing is ever the end of the line, right? So that's where I would go with that.
I love that. And I've enjoyed this conversation. I could talk to y'all forever. But like in the world of back-to-back meetings, I'm gonna get us in within that 5-minute mark on the next one. So thank you for sticking around, everybody. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. And then if y'all please just share this, right? If you're listening to this, please share this with somebody else. It's going to make a difference in their lives. You don't know which part, whether it's the resources given or the business to be had, we definitely want to share this and grow our industry. So thanks again. And until next time, be empowering.
Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate it.